Every time, I always say, "What's up, everybody?" And then you hear Blog Talk Radio, and then it just cuts off my whole introduction. Anyway, I am your gracious co-host, Jay Stokes, joined by my other gracious co-host, or the other gracious co-host for this podcast, Mr. Jay Random. This is AVIOT, Atypical Voices in Our Time, the official podcast of Chemistry Productions, which is a company that stresses media literacy. Jay Random, how are you doing today, sir?
Doing all right, man. How you doing today? Everything good?
I'm doing good. He answers a question with a question. That's wonderful.
Yes.
Well, I'm doing okay. Oh, I say good, but that's the generic answer. I'm doing okay, but I've really been swamped. I've really been swamped with doing things for chemistry. I've been behind on some of my tasks, and I feel tired because I'm still battling that cough from leaving the AC on that night.
Yeah, I think you and everybody else, man. It's real hard. It's real hot outside, so it's kind of hard to go to sleep and,
hey, man,
wake
I
up
go to sleep
and the
sweating.
heat is killing you. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
That's the problem. You go to sleep, it's real hot, and you wake up, turn the AC on because you can't breathe, and next thing you know, you wake up with a cold. So, yeah,
Exactly.
I had one of those like 3 weeks ago, so I know the feeling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's just get into this episode for today. So today's episode is titled Clapback. For those of you who do not know the vernacular of the urban scene, the word clapback actually means criticism with a responding to criticism with a withering comeback. So let's say if I'm like, Jay Kaya, you fat, or Jay Random, you fat, or Tyrone, you fat, then Jay Kaya, Jay Random, or Tyrone will respond back to me and be like, nah, son, you skinny, and you da-da-da-da. So it's like you come up with a witty comeback. So we're going to be discussing news stories today where people have been clapping back, or we're going to discuss whether or not people deserve to get clapped back on. So you ready for this today, Jay Random?
Yes. Let's get it. What's the first?
All right. So for the first story, we have NBA All-Star and future legend LeBron James. So he has a new show that's coming out on Showtime called Shut Up and Dribble. And for those of you who do not know, this is a clapback or his response to a conservative radio talk show host or conservative television host named Laura Ingraham, who actually said that LeBron should shut up and dribble instead of talking about political things. So LeBron responds by coming up with this show on Showtime called Shut Up and Dribble, where he's going to be following athletes that talk about political commentary or talk about political topics. What kind of thing is that? Now, that's the ultimate clapback. What do you think about that, Jay Random?
No, I think that's a good way to get back at her. Like in so many ways, just take her words and just flip it, and just letting her know that, I'm more than just a basketball player. So you take that as far as, hey, you want me to shut up and dribble? No, I'm not going to shut up and dribble. Instead, I'm going to show you what's on my mind. I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you what's on my mind, and you have to deal with it. So that's great for LeBron, and I'm dying to see who he's going to have on as guests for the show, because nowadays we think about it, LeBron, I think it was LeBron, it was D-Wade, LeBron, Carmelo Anthony, and Chris Paul. Remember when they all wore those? Chris Paul. Yeah, you remember the time they wore those shirts around the time? I think who was the guy who fell victim to police violence? I forgot
They
what
were
was
saying
the reason why
the shirts. I think the shirt said "I cannot breathe." I can't breathe.
Yeah.
I think that was Eric Garner.
Exactly. You're right. It was Eric Garner in New York. Yes. So, I mean, basically, it's good to see that these basketball players are actually standing up and voicing their opinion instead of just sitting back and being scared like the NFL players are nowadays, who don't want to say anything because they're scared that their bottom line would be affected. So when it's all said and done, I'm waiting to see this show when it comes out. I'm hoping that it's as good as his other show was, which was Survivor Remorse. That was a good show. Came on. No, Survivor Remorse. Yes,
okay.
That show
used to
come on. Yeah, it's a very good show. It used to come on Showtime. No, Stars. and it was about a basketball player who made it, and he always and basically he made it, but he always felt like, why me? Why me? So he always kept his foot like in his old projects, but he had his his cousin was also his agent, was always steer him in the right direction, and just tell him, hey, listen, you're lucky, just deal with it. So it was a real good show. It lasted.
Is that Rich Paul? Is Rich Paul's cousin?
I'm not even sure who the characters were per se. Like, I'm not even sure because I know Rich Paul, but I don't know too much of Rich Paul. I know that's his good friend. But it was a good show. You should watch it. It's called Survivor Remorse. Real good show. It's over now, but it's a real good show. And he had 3 seasons of it. So I'm looking forward to see what else LeBron has to offer. So good luck to LeBron.
Okay. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And the ultimate clapback. I know Laura Ingram is looking right now at the screen, at the television screen, and all social media, just saying, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe he did this. He got me back with my own words."
Own words. They made money off of it.
That's very true. So speaking of NFL, you're saying it seems like NFL players are on a leash. There was actually a report today where NFL legend and Hall of Famer Jim Brown, who is known for his social activism, he actually said that he would not, for those of you who don't know, Jim Brown is black and LeBron James is black, of course, but Jim Brown said that he would not kneel for the Pledge of Allegiance like NFL players have been doing, and they started that because of Colin Kaepernick, and this was done in order to protest police brutality, social injustices going on in the United States. So Jim Brown said he actually would not kneel during the national anthem because he doesn't think that is right. I'm paraphrasing. He said more than this. I should say his words. He said, well, if you take the bottom line, what are we talking about? We are talking about freedom to express oneself. And if you don't break any rules, then you have that particular right, he said. I am not going to denigrate my flag, and I'm going to stand for the national anthem. And he says more things than that. But do you think, Mr. Jay Random, that Jim Brown deserves somebody to clap back on him? What do you think about that?
You know what? It's I'm kind of torn. Well, no, I'm sorry. I'm not torn. I'm just confused on the Jim Brown that I heard and the Jim Brown that I'm seeing now. Meaning, call it ignorance on my part, but I only know of Jim Brown as the activist from stories I've heard. But I never ever really did the research on Jim Brown as far as being an activist. Sports, yes, but activist,
well, what are the stories? What are the stories that you did hear of him?
No, I mean, I heard the opposite. This isn't the Jim Brown that it was just like when you say it, you're not the only one. Just like I'm not the only one that's kind of taken aback. Like, wait a minute, it's not the Jim Brown that I know or the Jim Brown I heard of. The Jim Brown I heard of would be the opposite. It would be saying, you know what? Protest. Do what you need to do. And he's doing the opposite. He's more like he's backpedaling and saying, hey, this is our country, let's all get together, kumbaya. But when it's all said and done, I'm not sure, and I'm pretty sure you do know that I think when President Trump became president, he was one of the black guys, along with Kanye and Steve Harvey, that went to go and visit. I don't know if the man is old and he doesn't want to fight anymore, but I feel like he probably need to take 2 seats and just calm down because him of all people, I think he should know that what they're doing is not disrespecting the flag at all. So I don't understand how he's putting the two together and taking what Colin Kaepernick did do as being disrespectful. Being disrespectful is talking during the national anthem, not taking your hat off during the national anthem, making money. NFL's making money during the national anthem. That's being disrespectful. Selling those flags. I mean, there's a lot of other things that's being disrespectful. But kneeling is not. You can sit. If you're sitting, I think that's worse.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but did you say that people drink during the national anthem and all that stuff, and they be talking during the national anthem all the time?
Yes, that's disrespectful. When the national anthem is going on, you're not supposed to talk. People talking, they're giggling, they're laughing, they're not taking their hats off. Some people, I mean, people are disrespecting the flag every day during national anthem. So I don't understand. So I just don't understand how Jim Brown is like, he's saying kumbaya at the wrong time. It's kind of sad.
I agree.
I guess we give him a pass and don't give him the mic. Nobody put a mic in his face anymore. He's not down with the cause anymore. You got to check him at the door. Like, listen, because you old, we're gonna leave you here. If you were like 20 years younger, we'll have something to say. We old now. Just let Grandpa Jim Brown just do what he needs to do. Just don't put a mic in his face. No more.
Don't put
That's how
a
I feel.
mic in his face.
Don't put a mic in his face. Don't allow him to give you his opinion. Just let that man just be him. Because right about now, this ain't the Jim Brown I heard. So that's how I feel.
Well,
I don't think. Yeah. So yeah, that's it.
Okay. I think you have a very good opinion. I didn't even think about all of that, where you're like, yeah, respect them, but just take the mic away from them. I did not think about all of that. But, of course, you're going to know that people who support silencing NFL players and making them stand are going to try and put the mic in Jim Brown's face. So that is that.
Yeah, you know what? He's suspect right about now. So it's just, they're going to put the mic in his face. Suspect.
All right. For audience members out there, yes, I am coughing and wheezing in the background. Yes, I'm coughing and wheezing in the background. Hey, Jay Random, you want to give them the phone number, or do you not have it with you?
So the number to call us right now, if anyone's listening, hopefully you are. Are you scared to listen? Scared to call? It's all right. Just call. We won't bite. The number is 646-668-8398. Once again, 646-668-8398. That's the number to call. So just give us a call. We'd love to hear from you guys. Take any questions that you have.
Contribute to the conversation. Contribute to the conversation. Yo, Random, what happened to that dude that called on our first ever pilot episode that we really messed up on and we deleted from all walks of life?
I know.
Where is he?
I know. I don't know. You got a point. I don't even know how we even attracted him. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure we wrote in the episode test. I don't know why he was calling in when somebody said test, and now we already on 5th episode and we haven't heard from him.
Yeah, one of these days we're gonna upload that old episode. We're gonna upload that old episode so people can see what we went through, the drama we went through to get this show up and running. But since we're on the topic of the NFL protests and police brutality, let's go to this story. For those of you who don't know, there's a black individual by the name of Stephon Clark who was killed in Sacramento by police officers. I think it was earlier this year. Yes, it was earlier this year, and he was killed in his backyard. He was shot. He was only holding a cell phone. I guess the police were called to his location, and he was holding a cell phone, and the report showed that he was shot in the back. So this is in Sacramento, California. What happened was members of Black Lives Matter, which is a group that tries to, protest against police brutality and tries to make sure that the voices of black individuals are heard and that black individuals get justice for their wrongdoing, for things that have been done wrong on them. They went to one of the officers' weddings, and they crashed his wedding, and they basically went in there and they just made the whole wedding uncomfortable, just saying how this officer was able to have a wedding and live his life while he took the life of a young black man who had children of his own, and he had a girlfriend, and he's living his life. So that was a clapback for the killing of Stephon Clark. So a lot of people are saying there's division on this course of action. Some people are saying the wedding wasn't the right place to do it, to have this protest, while other people are saying that this cop deserves all the mess he gets, because if he took a life, then why should his life be able to go peacefully? Because regardless of what anybody says, Stephon Clark was holding a cell phone, and he was shot in the back, meaning that he was not advancing on the cops. So this killing was not justified. So I just wanted to know, Random, what your thoughts are on that.
You know what? It's so funny because, you know, you and I, we talk all day, every day, and we kind of talked about this earlier. So, I hate to say I'm torn because I get it. You know, I'm down with all the protesting, believe me, by all means. The protesting is all about making the other side feel uncomfortable. So, and I'm pretty sure that's what they did.
So that change can occur.
I'm pretty sure.
So that change can occur.
Say again?
So that change can occur. That's all you make them feel comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. So change can occur. My only problem with this is this probably would be the only time that this will ever happen, because the next time the cops will be waiting for wedding crashers, and not in a nice way. As long as they can do this without getting in trouble or bloodshed come about the protesting at someone's wedding, then I say, hey, listen, as long as you can do it and nothing happened, then go for it. But I do believe with all of the news outlets and reports of this happening, this can only happen one time. So, but also look at it like this. Hopefully, the next time a cop thinks about shooting one of us, a lot of stuff runs into their head before they start shooting at us, you know. And I always had a problem with the shootings anyway, Jay Stokes, because I feel like what happened to shoot the wound, not shoot the kill? And shoot someone 20 times, that's just excessive. It's not called for. That's just not right. Why are you shooting 20 something times? Like,
well, I've actually read up on this. I've actually read up on this topic in my studies and in my personal readings, and it turns out that white individuals believe that black individuals are just bigger and stronger. So what happens is they approach them and they think like they're these that black men specifically, are these terrifying beings, and so they act in defense. There was a study that showed white individuals and black individuals of the same size, same body size, white men and black men of the same size, same height, and they basically, I'm butchering this study, but this is pretty much a summary. They showed these images to different white individuals, and they thought that the black individuals were bigger in size, even though they were the same size as the white men. So wow. It's a psychological thing. So when police officers who are primarily white killing these black individuals, when they see black men, they're like, oh my goodness, it's a bear. Oh my goodness, it's a mountain lion. Oh my goodness, it's this huge creature. So they fear for their lives. In their head, they fear for their lives. I mean, there could be an element of racism there. There could be. I'm not going to say there isn't. But we do know it is true that black individuals are viewed as huge individuals capable of killing.
Wow. Well, my thing is this, okay? And I always believe this. If you're scared, this ain't the job for you. Right. Being scared, you're going to wind up hurting people. You know, so I know it's easy said it's done, but I feel like if I'm scared, the last thing I'm going to do is have a gun in my hand and I'm scared, because somebody's going to get hurt. Maybe me or the person I'm scared of. So, I mean, once again, I just don't understand how all the shootings, all the shootings that happen, and how the first thing that comes to their mind is just to shoot to kill, not shoot to wound.
Well, there is a theory that law enforcement has been infiltrated by the KKK, which is a theory. Some people call it a conspiracy theory. Some people call it a conspiracy theory. And with that conspiracy theory, let's go on to Mr. Alex Jones, who is the host of a show called InfoWars. Alex Jones is a conservative host, and he's been silenced by Facebook. He's been silenced by YouTube. He's been silenced by Spotify for having his podcast up there, which talk about different conspiracy theories. His conspiracy theories have included talk that the 9/11 attacks, the September 11 attacks on the Twin Towers, and the Pentagon that was an inside job by the U.S. government. He said things like plastic can turn your kids gay. He said many different. Hello?
No, it just caught me off guard. I didn't know he said that. That's crazy.
Oh,
plastic?
Yeah, he said plastic. There's a chemical in it that messes with people's hormones. So he says, and it turns kids gay. So he said he's been saying different conspiracy theories such as that. He's a conservative guy, pro-Trump supporter. He even said that Colin Kaepernick was a thug. So that kind of paints a picture of him. And he's been silenced by these platforms, and he's saying that his First Amendment rights have been violated. But the thing is, if you're on these platforms and they have terms of service, they have terms that say you cannot do X, Y, and Z or say certain things, why are you mad?
Exactly. That doesn't make any sense.
You have freedom
rules
of speech,
are,
but you can't.
Yeah, rules are there.
What'd you say? Go ahead.
No. I'm saying, I'm disagreeing with you. So.
Yeah, the rules are there. The rules are there. So you cannot say, oh, they're violating my First Amendment rights. No, you should have read the terms of service. The terms of agreement. You should have said that.
Exactly.
So that was that little thing there. But the last thing I wanted to touch on before we get into some chemistry news is you wanted to touch more on Tyler Mitchell last year. From last week. Remember you were talking about Tyler? Yes, you were talking about Tyler Mitchell, the photographer that took the pictures for Beyonce on this year's September issue. See, still got the cough. This year's September issue of Vogue, and in which she had all creative control to do whatever she wanted. Tyler Mitchell was a black photographer. I think he's 21 or 23 years old, somewhere in that age range.
23.
And he 23, and he took the cover picture of Beyonce for this year's September issue of Vogue magazine, which is historic because it's never happened before. So that's a clapback on societal standards. What's your thoughts on that? And do you have any more information to add about that?
I know. Definitely. You definitely don't want the information from me. Nope. Don't have no more information. At this time, no, because you're talking about you butchering. You butchering. Nope. Nah. I just want to say.
You're the one that said. You're the one that said last week. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna talk more about Tyler Mitchell. Remember?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about him, but
about this kid.
You brought him up, so I'm figuring you must have did the research because I sure didn't do the research.
Oh man, I was waiting on you for this one, man.
Nah, man. Nope.
Oh, my lord. Yeah. Okay, well,
hey, listen, if you want, I can Google it while we're on this phone and read it off to you.
What do you think I'm
That's
doing
the
right
most
now?
I could do. Shoot, I'm like, and he said, and then they said. So,
my goodness.
I have nothing else.
Well, I know he's
been
to Beyonce concerts before. So it's probably a dream come true for him.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, lucky guy, man.
Yeah. So he definitely is coming up in the world. I really wish the best for him, and I hope he has many more great opportunities. Maybe we'll just include a post about him in the Chemistry Productions Tumblr blog or something like that. Speaking of blogs, I wanted to apologize to everybody out there. I'm the main contributor of the Tit for Tat blog, which is Chemistry Productions' official web blog. It's I keep coughing. For those of you who don't know, Chemistry Productions is spelled K3MISTRY Productions. We have many different outlets, and Chemistry Productions has a main weblog called Tit for Tat. And you can find that at chemblog.wordpress.com. That's K3MBLOG.wordpress.com. I was supposed to contribute a piece on the Me Too movement, focusing on the media aspect of it yesterday, but I was too tired from my cough, which keeps interrupting me right now. And also, I was also tired because Jay Random and I, we also spearheaded and work with Conscious Records, which is the music subsidiary of Chemistry Productions, and we were working on a song that just came out by Mulo called She Got Game. So for those of you who don't know, Chemistry Productions has two subsidiaries, a book publishing one and a music subsidiary. And a new song just came out of the music subsidiary called Conchess Records. So that's CONCHESS Records. All right? And it's called She Got Game, performed by the singer Mulo. And we're working with her to try and do like an EP later on. But we wanted to play that song for you today. We've been playing this song by Brandon Tyler called Display the last couple of weeks, rather. And we just wanted to play that new song for you and definitely encourage you to go find it on Tidal, find it on Spotify, purchase it on Google Play, and all that jazz. So, Jay Random, do you mind if I play that song for the audience out there? Yeah, it's up here. It's up here.
I don't see it.
It's up here. I'll play it. So
yeah, play it because it's so funny because I'm listening and I'm wondering why the heck we don't have it up here. So everyone, hopefully you like it.
Here.
All right, play it.
I feel a summertime high right now. Single as a vagabond looking uptown. Used to being treated like my heart don't matter. On too many stories, but enough of the chatter. Now I'm happy. I'm feeling free to take control of my life, and I'm just happy. No one but me can control my highs. This too shall pass. When it went down, I never thought I'd get back, and now I'm here. I have no fear. I got my shit together, and you've been missing out, boy. Look at the waist. You wanna taste? Come eat the cake. You gotta chase. I'm reclaiming my time. Yeah, you know I'm fine, boy. You be watching me whine. I'm one of a kind. My melanin popping. I got the jaws dropping. You see my skin glowing. She's so golden. She's so golden. Now I'm happy. I'm feeling free to take control of my life, and I'm just happy. No one but me can control my highs. This too shall pass. When it went down, I never thought I'd get back, and now I'm here. I have no fear. I got my shit together, and you've been missing out, boy. Look at the waist. You wanna taste? Come eat the cake. You gotta chase. She got game. Hello, hello, hello. We about to get sexy up in this place.
Pain, pleasure, opposites they make the world go round. Can't have sunny days without nightfall. We rotating right now. Never get motion sick though. Big boat in the ocean floating. About time we start up the engine. Kick it in high gear, no question. Some opportunities won't come up in this lifetime. So when you see a fine girl, treat her like she's fragile. Always handle with care. Unless you about to hit, then forget about this message and give her that Moby Dick. The way she rocks the vessel back and forth, I'm careful not to get flustered. No SOS, I'm skilled sailing through current. She ushers another. She had a lover, but he lost that, and yet she bounced back. Now he and the fellas catching feelings while she's so relaxed.
I'm happy. I'm feeling free to take control of my life, and I'm just happy.
All right, everybody. So that is She Got Game, performed by Mulo. That's spelled M-U-L-O. Definitely look that up on Tidal. Look it up on Google Play Music. Support Conscious Records, which supports Chemistry Productions because we take a percentage out of their earnings. Jay, you got anything else to add before we cut off?
So, her name is Mulo. I was wondering what the heck is how you pronounce this. I thought it was going to be something else totally different. No, listen, I love the no, I definitely want to big you up for the art. So, yeah, everyone, definitely go support. The song is hot. It's a good song. And listen, we see everybody next week, Wednesday. Hopefully different
times.
Yeah,
we're going to try and change the time. Yeah, we're going to try and change the time because this time is way too late. We got to change it and get some more time to talk. So,
but until then, we will see you at the same time next week. Peace.